I'm bringing on Eric Law, who is from Southern California, and Eric, we're going to ask you to start off our concert tonight. Eric is one of the newest members of the People's Music Network Steering Committee. Eric began writing songs in the 1970s about his Chinese American experience, and over the years, he has used his music in support of anti-nuclear arms protests, GLBTQ justice, and racial justice movements. And we're really excited, Eric, to have you here tonight. Thank you so much for bringing your music here, and thanks for all that you have done also to help organize this weekend convergence that we're starting off tonight. So, Eric, I hand it over to you.
Thank you, Ben. Hope Lindsey got it all worked out. I am super honored to be here to share with you songs that most of the songs I'm sharing with you are recent songs, and quite a few of them were workshopped through our If I Had a Song workshop at PMN. And if you haven't done that, you really should if you're a songwriter. So one of the things I learned from PMN is that as singer-songwriters and performers, we are somewhat like historians, that we tell stories, often forgotten stories, or stories where the powerful in most society would assume that, we just don't want us to remember. And one of the things that when society is taken over by dictators and regimes that doesn't really care about the people, the first thing they do is they change history, and they want us to forget. So tonight I'm going to share some songs about that. May 25th is the anniversary of, it sounds strange to say anniversary, of George Floyd's murder by Derek Chauvin. And before him, George and Derek, there were many what I call infamous brothers, siblings. And I felt this sense of ancientness about this feeling when George Floyd's incident happened. And so I was trying to write a song about that. So this is what I come up with. Okay, so. Cain and Abel, legendary brothers. One felt insecure and blamed the other. Abel died from his brother's aggression. Cain was left alone to face questions that he would answer with more questions. Where is your brother? What have you done? How should I know? Am I my brother's keeper? Where is your brother? What have you done? How should I know? Am I my brother's keeper? George and Derek might have known each other. They went about the day like any other. They would soon become infamous brothers. One was fearful of the crowd, while the other could die crying for his mother. Where is your brother? What have you done? How should I know? Am I my brother's keeper? Where is your brother? What have you done? How should I know? Am I my brother's keeper? Ronald and Vincent, Dwayne and Amanda, Darren and Michael, Daniel and Eric, George and Trayvon, Dan and Harvey, Aaron and Russell and Matthew. The list goes on and on and on. Why keep replaying the same sad story, framing our victims in uneasy glory? Who'll be our next king and neighbor? Which home will have the empty chair at the heartbroken table? Why is our world so cruel and unforgiving? How did we make so many fearful siblings? Where is your sister? Where is your brother? Will our answer be like all the others? How should I know? Am I my brother's keeper? Am I my sister's keeper? Am I my sibling's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Thank you. That's going to be my new album that's coming out towards the end of the month, called Recreate. And many of the songs were written and worked through PMM's support, in writing these songs. So I'm really grateful for that. The lists of names that you heard in that last song, if you recognize them, good for you. But the idea is that you might want to do some research and find out these names that have been forgotten. Like Ronald and Vincent Chin was killed in 1978. He was killed by Ronald Ruben, I think, yeah, and who was an auto worker in Michigan. And he thought Vincent was Japanese because of the U.S. auto industry was kind of in a downward spiral at that point. So next song I want to do is I'm going to go international. When the beginning of the year, we learned that over 1,000 children, indigenous children, were buried in unmarked graves in the residential schools in Canada, and actually there's some schools in the U.S., Indian school, and it got me thinking. Here are the children who has their truth literally buried, and yet they patiently waited, and truth really wants to be known. And so this is the name of the song. Yeah, okay, so. Down by the meadow where grass overgrown, I hear the groaning of your bones. Truth always wants to be known. Truth always wants to be known. Shapes of depressions emerged from the ground, right where your body is broken down. Truth always wants to be found. Truth always wants to be found. Those who wrote history erased trace of you. They say our story, they can't be true. Truth always leaves us a clue. Truth always leaves us a clue. A beat, a button, a fragment of your clothes, the wind and the rain in time will expose. Who will notice it, and how long will it take? Truth always patiently waits. Earth always tells where soul's been disturbed, the stories of precious lives interred. Truth always wants to be heard. Truth always wants to be heard. We dare to shine a light on where you've been, however disturbing and gruesome the scene. Truth will let us breathe, and truth will let us grieve, and truth set free brings us relief. Down by the meadow where grass overgrown, I hear the groaning of your bones. Truth always wants to be known. Truth always wants to be known. Thank you. Thank you. I like changing my background for the next songs. So truth is one of the theme of a lot of my songwriting, and we're watching a democracy literally disappearing in front of our eyes, in the place where I was born, in Hong Kong. And so this song was inspired by working with Tom Smith, whom you will hear later, right next to me, actually, right after me, maybe, who invited me to be part of a project called Know Better, Do Better, and I was looking at lullabies in terms of looking at children's songs, and so I didn't submit this song to that project, but this is the idea is to write a lullaby that a parent will sing to the child in Hong Kong, and it will support the child to remember what happens, no matter what the Chinese government is trying to do to wipe out the memories of people. And so the chorus is actually the lullaby in Cantonese. And one of the things about Cantonese is that the Chinese Cantonese that we speak in Hong Kong is unique. And one of the uniqueness is that the word for umbrella is the same word for shelter or protection. And it's the only place that we call umbrella, shelter. So I can say, I umbrella you, you umbrella me. And the umbrella become a symbol of the democracy protests in Hong Kong. And this song is for, singing a lullaby, about umbrellas, and yet it has that deeper meaning. And then the verses are in English, where the stories of some of the key characters in the last 5 years. Joshua Wong was a 14-year-old student who literally started the umbrella movement when he climbed over a fence and got arrested. And so the chorus is in Cantonese. Translation is raining now. Quickly open all your umbrella. I will shelter you. You can shelter me. And with our umbrella's protection, we won't be afraid and we won't cry. No need for tears. Log雨啊，落雨啊，快啲一齊開遮啦！我會遮住你，你都遮住我，有遮擋住，唔會驚，唔使喊。When Joshua Wong climbed over the fence, when Joshua Wong climbed over the fence, they beat him up and locked him away. It started to rain, it started to rain. So they thought our journey here would end. So they thought our journey here would end. We would bow our heads and walk away. But we got our umbrella, we were just getting on our way. When Agnes Chow got cut from the list, when Agnes Chow got cut from the list, 'cause they say her party wasn't right. 'Twas raining again, it's raining again. So they thought we would be dismissed. So they thought we would be dismissed. We would leave and give up the fight. But we got our umbrella, we would keep voting for our rights. 落雨啊，落雨啊，快啲一齊開遮啦！我會遮住你，你都遮住我，有遮擋住，唔會驚，唔使喊。When Bentley Tai got fired from his job, when Bentley Tai got fired from his job for gathering us to tell out what was wrong, 'twas raining again, 'twas raining again. So they thought there won't be any mob. So they thought there won't be any mob, waving signs and singing angry songs. But we got our umbrella, and we would keep marching ever strong. So now it's a crime to share our memories, and now it's a crime to share our memories of the fallen heroes of our past. It's raining again, it's raining again. So they thought they've killed our legacy. So they thought they've killed our legacy. We won't get her now and no one would ask. But we got our umbrella, yes we got our umbrella, and we got our umbrella, and we'll make sure our truth will last. 落雨啊，落雨啊，快啲一齊開遮啦！我會遮住你，你都遮住我，有遮擋住，唔會驚，唔使喊。
Bravo!
Thank you.
Eric Law, everyone. Unmute if you can and give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, Eric, for that wonderful set.
Yay!
So I am going to actually bring on our next performer, who's Tom Smith. Welcome, Tom. Tom is an award-winning performer and songwriter, applying his old-school folk tradition to timeless stories of people's wants, needs, struggles, and triumphs. In the words of WUMB Boston folk radio host Dave Palmatter, Tom Smith writes songs that seem like they've always been there, a true folk singer. And a fun fact about Tom, he also designed the People's Music Network website way back in 2017. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, my pleasure. And what a pleasure to be here. And Eric, I loved your songs, very, very moving songs. Thank you very much for starting a concert out on a right foot. And it's a pleasure to be with you. I think we'll start with an economics lesson. The money flows up. The money flows up. We're working in a world that's bottom side top, where the costs flow down, the money flows up. I work 2 jobs, my wife does too. There's nothing left when the bills come due, and we can work all day, never fill our cup. Where the costs flow down, the money flows up, the money flows up. You know, the money flows up. We can work all day, never fill our cup. Where the costs flow down, the money flows up. If you build your house on a master plan that's born on the backs of the common man, the benefits go to the few at the top, the costs flow down and the money flows up. The money flows up, you know, the money flows up. When the benefits go to the few at the top, the costs flow down, the money flows up. I've got this to say to the penthouse few. There's 99 of me for every one of you, and we can breach that dam where the deals are struck that make the costs flow down and the money flow up. The money flow up, you know, the money flows up. Yeah, we could breach that dam where the deals are struck that make the costs flow down and the money flow up. We can work all day, never fill our cup, where the benefits go to the few at the top. But we could breach that dam where the deals are struck that make the cost flow down, money flow up.
Woo!
Well, we're in another election year, friends. And I see my heart always seems to go taller in my throat with each election. So let's talk about it. Here we go again, another election year. Politicians are on a tear. Some are pulling me to go out and vote, others pushing me to make sure I don't. Well, I'm registered, and I'll vote. I'm just a guy who works for minimum wage. It must have been like this in the Middle Age, a servant to a feudal lord. I work for the guy with the biggest sword. Guess I should be grateful though. All this useful work I'm doing, building walls around the castle. Gotta keep out all those job stealers. Some say when choosing who represents, we should put our trust in the 1%, cut their taxes to the bone, and fill our buckets with the money that trickles down. Let's see, that's 9,999 for the few, 1 for the rest of us. Yeah, that's about right. Science says there's no doubt what's causing all these floods and droughts. But when we can't farm nor drink due to climate change, they'll still be drinking from their Coke machine. That's the Charles and David Coke machine. Champions of freedom, fossil fuel, with the best politicians money can buy. When their God co-authors the laws we'll make, we'll be burning witches at the stake. And when we measure the freedom in our land by the count of guns in every hand, then we could thank or blame those of us who voted and those of us who did not vote. So I'll tell it straight, I got a choice to make. Do I want to live in a country run by greed and hate, where black lives don't matter, facts are ignored, and gender rights are on the cutting board? Yep, we have a choice to make. Will I see you in November? Thank you. Please do go out and vote. Well, I have the great pleasure on Sunday to be in a workshop here for the Summer Convergence titled Peace and Justice Music with Children. Eric Law, who was before me, is going to be the host of that workshop. And I'm joined by two incredible musicians who have a depth of experience with children, Kim Wallach and Sarah Pirtle. So among the three of us, we'll be giving a lot of examples of the songs that we use in working with children. I'll be chatting a bit about the Know Better, Do Better project that Eric mentioned. That's a project that takes a look at some of the songs that are commonly sung these days, but have a racist past. And anyway, join us. That's at 1:30 on Sunday. And of course, there are a lot of other great workshops. I hope you'll look at the full list. So let's do a song that it's not. I guess it's not really a children's song. Kind of splits the difference between a child song and a grown-up song. And I had the great good fortune to be asked by my friend Bob Blue to help him write this song. This is a parody of a great Stan Rogers song, and I think it's a respectful parody. That's not to slight my admiration for Stan Rogers and his great music. Got a great chorus. While you're muted, you can sing along. Lovely to be here. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the rest of the concert and the rest of the convergence. Itsy-weensy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain, washed the spider out, and up came the sun and dried up all the rain. The itsy-weensy spider climbed again. She would not let the elements distract her from her goal. The purpose of her journey was embedded in her soul. So let the sun shine down on beasts and women and on men. Be like that itsy-weensy spider, rise again. Here's a chorus. Rise again, rise again. Never let misfortune keep you from doing what you can. So whether your legs number 2, 4, 6, or 8, or 10, be like that itsy-weensy spider, rise again. Woo. This itsy-weensy metaphor is a lesson for us all. We cannot be defeated if we rise each time we fall. And if you think this story's one you've learned too long ago, then think about some other ones you know. You know the myth of Sisyphus, and you know Jack and Jill. It's such a potent image going up and down a hill. So every time you fall and lose some skin off of your chin, be like that itsy-weensy spider, rise again. Here we go. Rise again, rise again. Never let misfortune keep you from doing what you can. So whether your legs number 2, 4, 6, or 8, or 10, be like that itsy-weensy spider, rise again. Yeah. Perhaps you think this allegory has gone a bit too far. Climbing up a pipe is not like reaching for a star, but whether it's a water spout or mountain that you climb, you've come this far. Indulge me one more time. It can be said that each of us climbs up a water spout, The downward push of gravity is not what it's about. It's the upward pull of hope that will save us in the end. Be like that eensy-weensy spider, rise again. Last chance, rise again, rise again. Never let misfortune keep you from doing what you can. So whether your leg's number 2, 4, 6, or 8, or 10, be like that eensy-weensy spider, rise again. Rise again, rise again. Never let misfortune keep you from doing what you can. So whether your leg's number 2, 4, 6, or 8, or 10, be like that eensy-weensy spider, rise again.
Woo! Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, Tom Smith, beautiful.
Right.
It sounded so great. What a wonderful song. Wonderful set. Thank you so much, Tom, for
pleasure.
joining us tonight and bringing us those songs. As I bring on our next performer, who is our also MC and has, I think, fixed the internet issue, Lindsey Wilson is a New York City-based singer-songwriter, and she has a flair for nostalgia with her memorable mix of 70s style urban folk rock and conscious lyrics. Lindsey's music embraces issues of the heart and mind, everything from love songs to songs of protest and empowerment. And Lindsey Wilson is a member of the People's Music Network Steering Committee. Lindsey, great to have you back.
Woohoo. Great to be here. Great to have a live. Let me jump on into it before I disappear again. How about it? Still
wait.
We Wait. It's such a pleasure to be here for Friday night concert. Still We Wait is a song that I wrote a couple of years ago, but it's relatively new, and I'm going to do it for you right now. Still We Wait. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
All right. Still we wait for justice, still we wait for peace, still we wait as injustice brings us to our knees, still we wait as madmen, still our destiny, still we hope for promises they will never keep. Still we hope for things to change while things don't change at all. Still we think we're thinking big, still we're playing small. Time is moving faster, flashing before our eyes. And did I hear you say you can't take any more? Then tell me, what are you waiting for? Ooh. La 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 la. As the powers believe it's paramount to destroy our earth and sky, along with it our liberties that sustain our very lives. Evil leaders filled with greed, causing our demise. Bringing a child into this world is pearl cast before swine. We have nothing to lose, but we're running out of time, and our children deserve so much more. So tell me, what are we waiting for? What are we all waiting for? Sing that with me. What are we all waiting for? Tell me, what are we all waiting for? What are we all waiting for? For time is moving on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why are we waiting? I hope that was able to come through.
Sounds beautiful.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. And okay, well, it's great to be here amongst you. I will be moderating for the workshop at I think 12 o'clock. I believe 12 o'clock on Saturday from Negro to Negro spirituals to gospel, a revolutionary continuum. And so I think, along with Jane Sapp and Michael Carter, amazing music educators who know the ins and outs of the Negro spirituals. And I know many of us know the spirituals, but do we know what's really behind them, the motivation for them? Some of it may be very obvious, and some of it may not so be not so obvious. But we're going to have a chance to talk a little bit about that and show some amazing footage, amazing videos to discuss, the power of the spiritual and why I am here. And perhaps you too are here today because of them. All right. With that said, I also have another workshop. I'll say that after I do this song. How about that? This song is called Same Boat Now. It came from a dream. We're all in the same boat now. We're all looking at the world as it is. But to have a dream about it is something else, and I decided to take the liberty to write about it. Relatively new song. Here we go. Built myself a rowboat to get me to the other side. Then it occurred to me, I think I might want some company. So I called my brothers from another mother, called my sisters to come on board. Grab an oar and let's row together now, for we're all in the same boat now. Well, I think there's trouble in paradise. Heard things about me that weren't quite nice, about how I'm going against the grain. Seems like it's causing a lot of pain. But I beg my family, don't fear of the calamities. Calamities past, surely they won't last. Just grabbing my courage and learning to stand my ground, for we're all in the same boat now. Ooh, yeah, yeah, ooh. Oh, it is clear to see we're headed for rough waters. So let's set sail and hold tight before the night falls. The wind is strong, but will carry us on to a land of hope and joy will cometh in the morning. Oh, in the morning, I built myself a rowboat to get me to the other side. Then it occurred to me, maybe you might want to be my company. So I called my brothers from another mother, called my sisters to come on board. Grab an oar and let's row together now, for we're all in the same boat now. And we'll have to stay afloat somehow, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. Ooh, yeah, yeah, all in the same boat now. folks. We can do it. I just wanted to say I'm also part of a wonderful master songwriting master class that's going to be moderated by the wonderful Charlie King. And we have Emma in the Revolution. We have, Leon. I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. Leon. Oh, Rosslinger. Okay.
Leon
I'm
Rossison.
sorry. Yes, close. Amazing. And Rick Burkhardt and myself, we're going to be talking about songwriting on another level. And those of us out here who write songs and like to write songs, I think it might be a wonderful opportunity for you to come in and get some tips and to just, be part of the conversation about songwriting and why it's so important, and hearing it from the masters that really can talk about it in full. So I hope to see you there. This last song is called, this is a brand new song. It's called Nasty Weather, and that's a working title. I'm probably going to change it, but please forgive me if I am a little glitchy, but I really wanted to introduce you to this song tonight. So thank you for your listening ear. Appreciate you. Oh, it feels like nasty weather coming round the bend. So you better take cover and allow your hearts to mend. All the news today had to turn away. Hunger, greed, and war. Have we learned nothing from before? I shake my head and I sip my cup of tea, thinking so much for the new normal in the 20s. Well, it feels like nasty weather coming round the bend. So you better take cover and allow your hearts to mend. Humming with me again. Prices are sky high, has us wondering why a country of such means should live in such scarcity. Cost of food today eating up my hard-earned pay. People searching for shelter in the 21st century. Well, it feels like nasty weather coming round the bend, yeah. And you better take cover, oh, and allow your broken hearts to mend. Ooh, ooh, ooh. La la la. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So hug your sisters, love your brothers, help them to fight the good fight. Embrace yourself in sickness and in health, for the winds are blowing strong throughout the land. It's okay, take my hand, 'cause it feels like nasty weather coming round the bend. So you better take cover, oh, and allow your hearts to mend. Yes, yes, allow your broken hearts to mend. Thanks, guys, for your patience. Appreciate you. All right.
Bravo! Yay!
It was matter to get through that.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Lindsey.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, Tom. Thank everyone for your great work. I really enjoyed your work, and it really put me back in a time where it's almost like a lullaby. It really was very soothing to the soul. Thank you.
So we got Ruben Gonzalez coming up. Ruben, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hello.
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 I want to tell you about Ruben as he's coming up here. Ruben Gonzalez's music is a journey crossing borders between distant places and spaces.
That's right.
South and North America, politics and poetry, pain and humor. His lyrics reflect his world vision, politics, and popular stories. The music echoes a vast set of influences from Latin American rhythms and genres to jazz and rock. His music has a handmade feeling that can draw audiences into a communal music-making experience. Friends, comrades, welcome Ruben Gonzalez from New York City.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor.
Great
From
to
New
have
York
you.
City, representing on my T-shirt with the subway map. From over there, you can't possibly see us. You have no idea what we're going through. Desde ahí, desde tu alto mando, las habitaciones donde deciden este país. Desde ahí, con tu cara fiera, con tu voz de mando, con tu sarcasmo no puedes ver el dolor que causa tu firma. La razón que afecta a las vidas de los promesantes y manifestantes con las manos rotas de tirar pa'lante, de los promesantes y los estudiantes con las voces rocas de tanto rezar. Desde ahí, desde ahí, desde tu alto puesto, entre los consejos y las burbujas de tu cóctel. Desde ahí, con tus convicciones, con tu ideología, con tus razones, no puedes ver el dolor que causan tus leyes. No sabes todo lo que hieres a los que trabajan, que suben y bajan, a los que predican el pan de ellos diario, de los destinados y los olvidados que nacen y mueren por tu decisión. Desde ahí, dum, ding, ding, dum. From over there, from your high places, from the chambers where decisions are made, from over there, from your easy chair, over cocktails, your lofty plans are laid. You don't see the despair you're causing. You don't see the despair you're causing to the students, to the immigrants, to the workers and the poor. You don't see the old woman begging for money by your door, nor those dreaming for a full life who wants to surrender anymore. Desde ahí. Desde ahí, con tus asesores, con tus corruptores que siempre compran aprobación. Desde ahí, desde tu poltrona, con tu media gala que no regala nada jamás. Desde ahí no ves la viejita mendigar unas moneditas, ni a los asesinados, los desperdiciados, los que no protestan ni hacen un reclamo, los que desesperan, los que no se entregan, los que siempre sueñan una vida plena. You can sing at home with me. We're gonna sing La La La. What do you think? You ready? Here we go. La 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 harmony la 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 desde ahí.
Bravo, Ruben, beautiful. Ruben, the guitar is quiet. Do we have it plugged in and volume up? Better.
You
Thank
missed that whole thing.
But we heard the beautiful song and we did hear the guitar. It was wonderful.
Thank you. As many of us, I'm also working on a workshop tomorrow, and we are taking a new look at the Nueva Canción repertoire. And we are going to try to observe and define and find nature in the songs of La Nueva Canción from South America, mostly Latin America, Cuba, Argentina, Chile. Please come on by 4:15 tomorrow. And I thought I'd sing a song that some of you may know, which is a wonderful connection between nature, a song, and what's happening to us. This is Como la cigarra, just like the cicada. And it so happens that the cicada goes underground for many years. And it so happened that many of us have been underground, and all of us were underground a year ago, and we're coming back. And we have some English lyrics for you to share. I mean, to sing along. Let me see if we can do this. Como la cigarra by María Elena Walsh. I don't want to forget that the previous song, Desde Ahí, has English translation, rhyming translation by David Tarlo. Thank you, David. Cantando al sol como la cigarra, después de un año bajo la tierra, igual que el sobreviviente que vuelve de la guerra. En inglés. Serenading the sun just like that cicada. After a year underground and waiting, just like the wartime survivor, returning from the darkness. Marina Walsh, gracias, hermana. Tantas veces me borraron, tantas desaparecí. A mi propio entierro fui solo y llorando. Hice un nudo en el pañuelo, pero me olvidé después, no era la primera vez. Y seguí cantando, cantando cantando al sol como la cigarra. Después de un año bajo la tierra, igual que el sobreviviente que vuelve de la guerra. Tantas veces me mataron, tantas veces me morí, sin embargo estoy aquí resucitando. Gracias doy a la desgracia y a la mano con puñal porque me mató tan mal. Y seguí cantando, serenading the sun, serenading the sun, serenading the sun, just like that cicada. After a year underground and waiting, just like the wartime survivor, returning from the darkness. Tantas veces te mataron, tantas resucitarás, tantas noches pasarás desesperando. Y a la hora del naufragio y de la oscuridad, alguien te rescatará para ir cantando. Para ir cantando, cantando al sol como la cigarra, cantando al sol como la cigarra. Después de un año bajo la tierra, igual que el sobreviviente que vuelve de la guerra, que vuelve de la guerra. Let me hear you. Cantando al sol como la cigarra, después de un año bajo la tierra, igual que el sobreviviente que vuelve de la Now you can hit the guitar, right? Hey, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everybody in Facebook world out there. In Argentina, hello. Hola, hola. So I am from Argentina, a long time New Yorker. I lived here more than I lived there. I came in the late 80s, and I don't know actually why I'm sharing this, but I am. And I came in the late 80s through the Mexican border. I jumped. So, like you used to say, wetback power. That's who I am, wetback. And one thing is that from Argentina, we don't jump the border, but it's a bunch of us. There is a whole bunch of us who word got down to Argentina of who do you have to talk in the actual hotel in El Paso to get the connection, all the way down by word of mouth. All the way we knew who to talk. And so talking about La Nueva Canción, there are 3 people that I admire, and I wrote this song for them as a tribute, and also to answer the question is why are you singing? Why do you sing? Why does one sing? And the answer that I came up with is we are singing to be free. The 3 artists that I admire are Mercedes Sosa from Argentina, Violeta Parra from Chile, y Chabuca Granda from Peru. And if your Spanish is okay, maybe you can sing with me. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar, ¿para qué sirve? Juntar palabra y música. Cantar para ser libre. Practicamos. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música. Cantar para ser libre. You got it? Sing along with me. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música, cantar para ser libre. Usted lo dijo, Mercedes Sosa. Hay otra cosa. Sabe que no basta ser entonada. Sin fundamento cantar no es nada. Canta las espinas, canta la rosa. Mercedes Sosa. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música. Cantar para ser libre. Gracias a la vida, Violeta Parra, y a tu guitarra. Levantaste el siglo con tus pulmones. Somos quien somos por tus canciones. Me hubiera encantado verte de farra. Violeta Parra, sing with me please. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música. Cantar para ser libre. Y si usted lo escribe, Chabuca Granda, la gente agranda, tendrá la cadencia repiquetía, que hay que bailarla con elegancia. El eco del pueblo tu canto manda, Chabuca Granda, buena. Cantar, 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 cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música, cantar para ser libre. Cantar, 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 cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música, cantar para ser libre. Cantar, 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 cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música, cantar para ser libre.
Woohoo! Yay!
Yay.
Thank you.
Lindsay can't hear you.
Lindsay, we don't have your audio. Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll work on it next time. She wants to be heard. Okay, I'm going to introduce our last act. Ruben, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for all those songs. Wow. And I think our next act might have something to say to you as well. But our next act is Occupella. I'm going to bring them up on stage while I talk about them a little bit. Occupella organizes informal public singing protests at actions in the San Francisco Bay Area. The group had its start singing in support of the Occupy movement, hence the name, Occupella, at a variety of Bay Area occupation sites, marches, and BART stations. They sing to promote peace, justice, and an end to corporate domination. Their core members here tonight are Marcy Boyd, Bonnie Lockhart, and Hallie Hammer. Nancy Schimmel will join them for Sunday's workshop, which they'll talk about Hit the Streets with Song. Occupella, Marcy, Bonnie, Hallie, so great to have you. Welcome.
Hi. And Ruben, that was just wonderful.
That was so beautiful. Thank you.
Everybody's been great.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Well, it is a pleasure to be here. We're going to sing you a few songs from our repertoire and invite you to sing along. Muted, unfortunately. It's the way it is right now.
Okay.
So this one is actually a rewrite. We do a lot of parodies and rewrites. And this one is, we use the tune of the Italian anarchist song, actually, Bella Ciao, which has been used for many occasions. In September 2012, 380,000 Belgians came into the streets singing their demand for strong climate legislation, a video clip uniting all the voices was used to convince European leaders to sign on to UN agreements. So this is Do It Now.
1, 2, 3.
We need to wake up. We need to rise up. We need to open our eyes and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now.
We're on a planet.
We're on a planet
that has a problem.
that has a problem.
We've got to solve it.
Get involved and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now.
Make it greener.
Make it greener.
Make it cleaner.
Make it cleaner. Make it last. Make it fast and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now. And those in power, they just want profit. Let's resist them, change the system, do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now. No point in waiting or hesitating. We must get wise to their lies and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now. We need to build a better future. And we need to start right now.
Woo!
Thank you. Well, the next song we're doing is a Leon Rosselson song called The World Turned Upside Down, otherwise known as the Diggers song. And we used to play out on the street before the pandemic. For 10 years, we were out on Solano Avenue in Berkeley every Monday at what we called the Tax the Rich rally, which really encompassed a lot of different kinds of things, not just taxes, but different issues that were going on over the 10-year period. And this is a song that we sang a lot there. We had a songbook, and we used to share our songbooks, and people would just sing with us. It was really great. And we hope to be out. We're just starting to get back out on the streets now. And we're going to be doing our workshop on Sunday morning for us and afternoon for you, 1:30 Eastern Time, and hope to see you there. And this is the Diggers song. 1, 2.
In 1649, to St. George's Hill, a ragged band they called the Diggers came to show the people's will. They defied the landlords, they defied the laws. They were the dispossessed, reclaiming what was theirs. We come in peace, they say, to dig and sow. We come to work the lands in common and to make the waste ground grow. Earth divided, we will make whole. So it will be a common treasury for all. The sin of poverty we do disdain. No man has any right to buy and sell the earth for private gain. By theft and murder, they took the land. Now everywhere the laws ring up at their command.
They make the laws to chain us well. The clergy dazzle us with heaven, or they damn us into hell. We will not worship the God they serve, the God of greed who feeds the rich while poor folks starve.
We work, we eat together, we need no soul.
share all things in common. All people one. We come in peace. The order came to cut them down. We work, we eat together. We need no swords. We will not bow to the master or pay rent to the Lord's due. We are free, though we are poor. You diggers all stand up for glory, stand up now. You diggers all stand up for glory, stand up now.
Woo!
Woo. And you're introducing this one.
Yeah, we were going to sing another tune that we love singing on the street. This one, like so many songs we sing, is a rewrite of a song that was familiar to us and hopefully a lot of other people. It's one of the things we've learned is that we want to get people singing. That's the main thing about Occupella, and so we use a lot of songs that are familiar tunes, and we write the words to say what we want to say.
And you'll
So-
recognize the tune before we sing a single word.
That's right, because it has this most
Has a
cunning
riff.
of all riffs in rock and roll, in my opinion, which is we thank John Fogerty and Creedence Clearwater for Proud Mary. And I actually have to thank Tina Turner, whose version of it made me totally fall in love with this song. So this is called Growing People's Power. And we're just to warm up for our workshop on Sunday. We want you to sing along with us. Even just move those lips. We can see you. It had the refrain, instead of saying "rolling on a river," we say "growing people's power." So you can sing that right along with us. Oh, there it is. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, let's start over.
Wait a minute. 8, 5.
We want to be on the same fret, you know?
Yeah, you want to be on the 8th fret, Bunny.
Okay.
There you go.
There you are. All right.
All right. Sorry, wrong fret. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If you go down to the demo, bet you're gonna find some people who care. People need the power, God to seize the hour. California and everywhere, big oil can't keep burning. We got the tide to turn it. Growing, 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 growing people's power. Growing, 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 growing people's power. We can make jobs in the city. We don't have to burn those fossil fuels. There is wealth aplenty, use it for the many. 1% will keep on making rules. Big oil can't keep burning. We got the time to turn it. Growing, 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 growing people's power. Growing, 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 growing people's power. We got imagination. We can build up new technology. With a common vision, make a just transition. Energy with real democracy. Big oil can't keep burning. We got the tide to turn it. Growing, 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 growing people's power. Growing, 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 growing people's power.
We were.
All right.
I think we might have time for one more song here.
Yeah, let's mention the workshop again on Sunday at 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific, and if you're somewhere else, you can figure it out. Occupella has the joy and privilege of joining forces with the Black Workers Center Chorus of Washington, D.C. in a workshop called Hit the Streets with Song. So if you are wanting to start your own group, just now that people are getting out in the streets more and more, or if you're already in one and want to share some of your experience and perspective, we invite you to join us on Sunday for that. And before we sing our last song, I want to thank Ben Groskup for the wizardry. I want to thank Lindsay for the emceeing and the beautiful singing and powerful singing. Eric, you moved me to tears with that Umbrella song. That's something else. Ruben, it's always siempre un placer escucharte. And Tom, you are a special treat for me because I haven't really heard you before. So this was a wonderful. It's great to be part of this gang here.
And the song that we're going to be singing now is called Occupy Pie. It's to the Do Run Run. And it's a song Nancy Schimmel, you made the parody of this song.
Yeah, shout out to Nancy. Nancy, I don't know if you're watching. Nancy will be with us on Sunday.
And we saw another one of our founding members who couldn't be here, moved up to Portland. Leslie Hasberg was on the Zoom too, so a shout out to Leslie.
Hey, Leslie. One, two, three.
Tired of the cycle of boom and bust. We'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy. The dough is only rising for the upper crust. We'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy. Oh, the boom and bust. Oh, the upper crust. And if you take our homes, we'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy. It isn't cherry and it isn't lime. It's occupy, pie, it's occupy. It's your just desserts and it's just in time. It's occupy, pie, it's occupy. Oh, it isn't lime. Oh, it's just in time. And if you take our homes, we'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy. There's a slice for you and a slice for me. It's occupy, pie, it's occupy. This here pie will set the people free. It's occupy, pie, it's occupy. Oh, a slice for me. Oh, set the people free. And if you take our homes, we'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy. Oh, a slice for me. Oh, set the people free. And if you take our homes, we'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy. We'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy. We'll occupy, pie, we'll occupy.
Bravo. Occupella. Thank you so much.
Sunday.
Looking forward to that workshop on Sunday, friends. And I think so. I am just going to say a word or two about the upcoming convergence that's happening already right now. But tomorrow we have workshops throughout the day, as you've been hearing throughout the entire evening. And we're going to have an opening ceremony at 10 a.m. So I definitely want to encourage folks to check that out. There's going to be song, there's going to be some introduction and some kind of grounding in where we're at right now as a community. So think, opening ceremony is more ceremonial, 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. And then the first workshop is at 11. I know people have already looked at the website. You go to peoplesmusic.org. It's the first thing you see on the webpage is the convergence. And then we have our round robin tomorrow night. So I just sent out the list earlier this afternoon about the order that's going to be happening in, but that's going to be, one song a person, going pretty late actually, because there's a lot of people who signed up. So we're really looking forward to that. I want to take us a little back in the day on Saturday to 2 p.m. and actually bring up Eric Law, who performed earlier. But like I said, he's also a member of the People's Music Network Steering Committee. And Eric has been working with our chairs, Erland Zygmuntovich and myself, to plan a very special community meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern. So I wanted to invite you, Eric, to tell people a little bit about the thinking that has gone into this special community meeting.
So let me ask, how many of you are PMN members? Woohoo! Now, for those of you who are listening on YouTube, you're not a member, check us out, right? Because so tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 Pacific, because being a West Coast person, the left coast person or whatever coast person, Pacific person, sometimes PMN forget to tell us, that because PMN has been an organization that's really East Coast based for a long time. And I am blessed to connect with PMN. I'm one of the newest on the steering committee as well. And because of us doing this on Zoom, I am now fully connected with PMN. Really is a community that I never thought I could have as a songwriter in a desert in California, feeling quite lonely, and and to have really colleagues and fellow songwriters support my work, and thanks for the good words for people who wrote in the chat. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We will have a extended community membership meeting. And it's not just going to be Ben telling you about the finance and, the wonderful program. Of course, he's going to tell you about the wonderful programs, which, pretty amazing in the last 2 years, right? And our membership has grown, and I'm one of those product of that. And so besides that, we're going to ask you for your input. You will be entering into breakout room according to your geographic regions, okay? And we can have more regions as we gather and see who's there. But we have a New York City group, because that seems to be a big group, a Northeast, California, Canada, and others. Midwest maybe, South, Texas. Right, anyway, come. And you will be invited to be in conversation with other people in your area geographically initially, and to talk about, how can a network, PMN network, in a regional format can support making peace, working for justice through music, and to continue, the online work as well as in-person work. And it can take many forms. We don't want to condition, we don't want to copy New York City, okay? So California definitely don't want to do that, right? But each region can decide. Just think about it. Help us decide what PMM can be as a network, as truly network. And if you decided to continue to be online, that's perfectly fine as well. So we're living in this hybrid world, benefited from the online experience. Now it's time to really reap from that and to explore what we can be across the country. And did I mention Canada? And maybe New Zealand, Japan. We had people who participated in the last convergence from all those different places, So is that enough, Ben?
Well,
2 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Pacific. Who's coming? Raise your hands.
I'm coming.
Come on. All right, great.
If I may just say also that the idea for this whole regional strategy for the People's Music Network kind of came up at a steering committee meeting a few months ago. And it was really looking at kind of our history as a network. We grew out of the Northeast as a geographical region of the country. That was just where we started, but that was in the 1970s, right? And then there was like this weird moment in our history with the pandemic where we started growing membership and people started joining from all over the place. And then the format and the way that we interacted with each other changed. And so this is an opportunity to have our community come together and really think, is there a way that like Southern California or the West Coast, I mean, like, you know, given the fact that like different members are spread out differently around the world in all these different ways, what are the concrete things we can do to facilitate the full range of community that actually makes us strong? You know, we do have kind of places like New York City where there's just a high concentration of PMN members. But what about other places as well? Can we get that conversation going? So we figured the best way to start is to have some breakout room conversations like Eric was saying. So I hope that you can make it. It's going to be great. I want to thank all of our performers tonight. I want to thank Lindsey Wilson, Eric Law, Tom Smith, and Occupella, and Ruben Gonzalez. I think I said everybody's name. So appreciate all of you. And we're gonna cut the live stream, and we're gonna be back here on Zoom at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.